don't set the timer yet. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm so excited and enthused to be here. And once again, I brought along my trusty guitar as we grapple with this month's topic, enthusiasm. And please sing along enthusiastically if any of the song segments that I'll be singing are familiar to you. So here I'm going to start. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I know, I want you, I want you. At this point in the month, I know that you've all heard that the word enthusiasm comes from the roots en, or in or within, and theos, God. So enthusiasm means having God within or being one with God. The nature, I believe, of enthusiasm is living out loud. Living out loud is the state of one's mind and emotions. The Urban Dictionary defines living out loud as being yourself, genuine, trustworthy, with sass, spice, and flair. Living on purpose, loving others and yourself, living passionately for your values no matter what. Letting others see your light shine, and not being scared to be different or worry about others' opinions of you. Living a life you're excited about with purpose on your terms, inspiring others to do the same. Wow, that pretty much says it all. Spiritually, enthusiasm refers to moving past your mind and emotions and tapping into divine energy, achieving the most clear, pure, and free state of consciousness possible. It can be thought of an expansion of consciousness beyond the everyday. It can be expressed as inner peace, openness, unconditional love, and an awareness of God's presence in our lives. Enthusiasm transcends human emotions and opens every cell of your being to the present moment in which you are filled with joy. I don't think many people would say that I was a particularly enthusiastic person, though Joseph begs to differ. I tend to be a bit on the quiet side. So for all of us introverts, the volume of all enthusiasm is not necessarily loud and obvious. There is also quiet enthusiasm. Sometimes enthusiasm shouts loudly and is very obvious, and other times enthusiasm is quiet, diligent, and effective. Both kinds of enthusiasm are valid and powerful. Both kinds of enthusiasm can change life for the better. You don't have to be boisterous to be enthusiastic. You can be just as enthusiastic and committed by being fully and yet quietly engaged in life. Enthusiasm originates in the authentic passion that lives deep within you and can manifest quietly as well as exuberantly. Let's take a few minutes to think about how God might be calling us to be enthusiastic using this short breathing exercise, God in My Breath, which is a brief version of one of Anthony de Mello's that he presents in Sadhana, A Way to God. The intention is to bring God within and theos. So just for a moment, close your eyes and practice breath awareness. Then reflect on the fact that the air you are breathing in is charged with the power and the presence of God. Notice what you feel when you become aware that you are drawing God in with each breath. While you breathe in, imagine your lungs filling with divine energy. And as you breathe out, imagine you are exhaling fears, negative feelings, apathy, boredom. Picture your whole body becoming radiant and alive through this process of breathing in God's life-giving spirit and breathing out impurities. Sit a moment with this awareness. Breathe in divine energy, God within. Breathe out fear, apathy, boredom. Now that is something that we can all do any time of the day or night. Thank you. I love these comments by author K. Redfield Jamison on exuberance, a close relative of enthusiasm. Exuberance is an abounding, ebullient, effervescent emotion. It is kinetic, unrestrained, joyful, irrepressible. Exuberance leaps, bubbles, and overflows, propels its energy through troop and tribe. It spreads upward and outward like pollen toted by dancing bees. And in this carrying, ideas are moved and actions are taken. People with this gift carry a special kind of energy. They bring warmth and feeling to their relationships and vigor and freshness to their activities. According to the Spirituality Practice website, enthusiasm is described as the experience of things ever new and ever renewed in God's ever-beginning creation. Mystic Hildegard of Bingen counseled her spiritual directees to be juicy people, folks filled with wonder and curiosity, with lusty appetites and high spirits. As many of you might know, I used to teach elementary school in Sag Harbor for about 31 years. And teaching kindergarten was one of my favorite posts. Seeing the world through the eyes of a 5-year-old is an excellent reminder to lighten up, have fun, and to greet each new day with enthusiasm. Children often seem to corner the market on enthusiasm. One day recently, I was with my 24-year-old daughter, Sienna, and we were sitting over at Main Sag on the beach. And I wanted to begin a non-threatening conversation with her that didn't pry too much into her personal life. So I asked her what her favorite season is. And doesn't she love snow? And I hope we see a whale today. And then she said something to me on the order of, Mom, you've been teaching kids so long, like you got kind of stuck there. In other words, she wasn't up for talking about her favorite season. And I began to wonder, when do we get disconnected from these childlike engagements with life and with others? When do we stop getting excited about the things we love? Is it a gradual process of disconnect or a wake up one day without it kind of thing? What I really imagine is that many of these childlike qualities, enthusiasm, creativity, joy, imagination, compassion, loving kindness, energy, don't go away. Our ability to access them gets clogged by our beliefs and our experiences. Somewhere along the way, someone manages to curb our enthusiasm. We're told to grow up and stop being silly, just like my daughter suggested to me. Slowly we learn to cleverly hide that part of ourselves, and we forget about the joyful selves. And maybe we overlook and forget about the divine energy that lives within each of us. I think you all know this, so sing along. Yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. Now, and the seasons, they go round and round. The painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in a circle game. It's a water break. Stop the clocks. I think it was dangerous if you gave my husband that 5-minute sign again. So on this carousel of time, where we learn how we are supposed to be and who we are supposed to be, how can we start living out loud? How can we add a healthy dose of enthusiasm to our lives? We can try to stop holding ourselves back, stop worrying about how we look and what people are thinking. Life is extraordinary. Life is a miracle. We can decide today that we are going to begin to start to live out loud. Have the courage to be exactly who we are without apology. Admit our mistakes without beating ourselves up. Don't take who we are and what we are for granted. To live out loud, we can show up as our authentic selves. We can acknowledge our shortcomings and celebrate our strengths. In order to live out loud, we must have faith in ourselves and in the Spirit of God that lives within us. Most importantly, in order to live out loud, we must love ourselves enough to tell ourselves and everyone else the unconditional truth about who we really are. I don't think any of us should have the pressure of going to bed one night and waking up a more enthusiastic, living out loud type of person. Some of us are naturally subdued and happy with that. But here are a few suggestions on the things we might do to bring more enthusiasm into our lives gradually in order for us to begin to live out loud. Set your mood every morning by becoming aware of your first thoughts. Rise above the ordinary. Breathe in God's presence. Go outside. Take a deep breath. Think of the things you're thankful for and express your gratitude. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Keep life simple. Don't complicate your life. Less is more. Keep life clear and clean of emotional and material clutter. A simple kind of life never did me no harm, raising me a family and working on a farm. My days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Do more of the things you love. Discover what makes you feel most alive, and spend more time doing those things. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is a love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. Carpenters, right? Spend time with people who make you feel alive. People who have honest intentions to make the changes they want to see in the world. Weird, funny, bold, and interesting. This crowd honestly believes the best is yet to come. People who see all of the good things in the world. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it was to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I know, I'd like to keep going on that one. That's such a fun song that we forgot about, right? The Turtles. Be open to new opportunities and adventures. Go outdoors. Hike a new path. Plan a trip to a place on your bucket list. New experiences are said to slow down the aging process and keep our minds engaged in life. I love to go a-wandering along a mountain track, and as I go I love to sing my knapsack on my back. Valdoree, Valdora, Valdoree, Valdora, Valdoree, Valdora. My knapsack on my back. Who remembers that from elementary school, singing it? The next, make your life happy. Choose positive intentions and thoughts. Do good and serve others. Create good times for yourself. Think of them as life's coming attractions. Take time to appreciate and enjoy your family, your friends, food, music, children, your elders, blue skies, the ocean, sunshine, and ordinary peaceful moments. Invest time in your relationships. Have dinner by candlelight. Use the good china. Nothing is more important than the love you regularly give and receive. Take care of yourself. Make your own health care plan. In order to live a full life, commit to a healthy lifestyle. No one is more responsible for our health than ourselves. Make a plan. Get active. Your emotional and spiritual health is just as important as your physical health. Get help and support if you should need it. Make feeling good a priority. Live in the no excuse zone. Fall in love with life. Give your life everything you've got. Write that book. Take that vacation, or call the friend that you haven't spoken to. It's what makes us interesting, human, and capable. Celebrate your imperfection and your mistakes. Don't die with your music still inside of you. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Now I'm going to bring it home. And so with great enthusiasm, as we approach this new day, we recognize En Theos, our God within, dwelling within us, filling us with God energy and good energy with every breath. We design our new flight plan to maximize the joy and potential in our lives. We become who we are meant to be, our true, authentic selves. We stop hiding behind pretenses of who we think people would like us to be. We skip and we run, we sing, we dance, we laugh, we shout, and we let our light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. With enthusiasm, I'm gonna let it shine. With enthusiasm, I'm gonna let it shine. With enthusiasm, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Every day, I'm gonna let my little light shine.